Hello and welcome back to the Adrian Project. Hello. Many thanks to using to click on my thumbnail and to watch my content. Very much appreciated as always. And may I also add as well, I'd like to say a massive thank you and a big hello to all my new subscribers that have joined the channel. I'm glad that you've chosen to subscribe with me and you're all enjoying the content that I put out, and I hope you continue to as well. Okay, so middle of the month, and as you saw from the thumbnail, it's book haul time. So if you can remember, the last book that I read was a book from my childhood that I absolutely loved. It was my favourite book for many years, and that was Stig of the Dump. I also did a plain talking review of it. So just to keep the balance, and in fairness, I went out and bought a book that was a favourite of Claire's when she was growing up, well, as two, if I can get my words out right. So popped onto Amazon, got this for £2.25. If you've got Amazon Prime, you get delivery free, so bargain for a book. And that is The Secret Garden by Frances Hodgson Burnett. Now, I must admit, I've never read the book, never seen the film, and I've never seen the TV serialisation of it either, so I don't know much about it. So I'll read this on the back. It says, Mary Lennox was horrid, selfish and spoilt. She was sent to stay with her hunchback uncle in Yorkshire, and she hated it. But when she finds her way into a secret garden and begins to tend it, a change comes over her and her life. She meets and befriends a local boy, the talented Dickon, and comes across a sickly cousin Colin, who had been kept hidden from her. Between them, the three children work astonishing magic in themselves and those around them. The Secret Garden is one of the best loved stories of all time. So, yeah, it's a classic children's story. I've never read it. So, after Claire's, getting a lot of glare there, aren't we? Sorry about that. After Claire's read it, I think I might give that a read as well. It's 220 pages long, so should be an easy read. Okay, next one up, went to the pound shop on their book section like I usually do. Wasn't a great deal that jumped out at me this month, but I did manage to pick up this little beauty for £1, The Dreaming Void by Peter F. Hamilton. Now, I've not heard of him before, but if you remember back a couple of book hauls back, I did pick up one of his books from Poundland. It's a collection of short stories. And I thought, I love sci-fi, so give this one a go, and for £1, can't go wrong. Synopsis on the back, it's AD 3580, and the interstellar Commonwealth has spread throughout the galaxy. Its citizens are privileged and protected by a powerful navy. Yet at the centre of this galaxy is the Void, a sealed universe created by aliens billions of years ago, and the Void is far from inert. Its expansion has gradually been consuming nearby star systems, and now it's trying to make contact. So, sounds like a good one. If you like your sci-fi, get down to your Poundland and pick that up for £1. Okay, so not a big haul this month. As like I say, it's time of year and all the big bills come in, so they take preference as well, don't they? But I did go along to my local works, and they, as always, have got their 3 books for £5 deal on. So I went and picked these up. So the first one up we have is, if I'm going to get them in the right order, I think these are in the right order anyway. So the first one up is The Trip to Jerusalem, an Elizabethan mystery by Edward Marston. And it says, the Lord Westfield's men, every high road leads to death. When the deathly horrors of the Black Plague decimate the audiences in London's theatres, The acclaimed troupe of players called the Lord Westfield's Men take to the high road to seek out fresh audiences. But wherever they go, they are thwarted by misfortune and baffled by mysteries. Their scripts are stolen, their players abducted, a dead man walks, and a beautiful woman hears the voice of God. Now this is book 1 of a series of books. So managed to pick that up. And they also had book number 2 in the series called The Merry Devils. Got the sniffles again, sorry about that. Synopsis of this: he had the power to assume a pleasing shape, but would he take to the stage? The audience was merry indeed when the third devilish imp bounded on stage to join the two that had been written into the script. But backstage all was uproar. The third demon seemed too much like the real thing. Even Nicholas Bracewell, the company mainstay, was shaken when, next time the play was given, only one devil appeared. The second, poor fellow, was now only a little red heap under the stage, dead. So, another Elizabethan mystery. And, of course, like I said, it's a 3 for a £5. So, I picked up the third in the series, and it is The Queen's Head. The synopsis on this was: he was egotistical, verbose, and hot-headed to a fault, but he did not deserve to die. His name was Will Fowler, an actor in the esteemed theatrical company called Lord Westfield's Men. A vibrant young man flushed from success of a recent performance at the Queen's Head Theatre. So exuberant was he that he persuaded the resourceful manager of the company, Nicholas Bracewell, to quaff a pint or two in the nearby pub. Alas, it was to be Will's last taste of beer, if I can get my words out. So, another Elizabethan history. I love the Elizabethan times, you know, all the Tudor times. Love a bit of mystery as well. So, we've got these three books for a £5. Now, these were supposed to have been £8.99 each when they came out new. So, 3 for a £5 is an absolute bargain. I'm just hoping that the works will get more books in the series in, because I picked up the first 3 books of the Outlander series. I picked that up for 3 for a £5 a deal, and they haven't had any of the other books in since. So fingers crossed they will get more of the series in there. So while I was there, it was a toss-up between, do I get 3 for a £5 of those, or do I get 3 for a £5 of those? And so I thought, 6 books for a £10, I'll do that. So I went and got these ones, and this first one is Bernard Cornwell's The Lords of the North. Now it says on the front here, now a major television series, The Last Kingdom. I have heard of it, but I've not seen it, so I don't know what the television programme's like. So again, this is the first book in a series of books. I think it's the first one, I'm just going by what it says in the back. So Uhtred wants revenge. He wants the land and the castle that there is. He wants his treacherous uncle to pay for taking them. Heading north with his lover, former Northern Hild, he finds chaos as the Vikings battle among themselves to consolidate their hold on the region. At the heart of it are men from Uhtred's past: Sven, the one-eyed, and Kajar, the cruel. Katartan, I think it is. Yarton, then I say that, the cruel. Men of vicious reputation. Still, he has matched such men before. So, first book in series of books by Bernard Cornwell. I keep saying I want to say Cromwell with him. It's Cornwell. So, of course, it's 3 for a £5. So I picked up the next one, The Pale Horseman. When peace is torn apart by bloody Danish steel, Uhtred must fight to save the king who distrusts him. Skeptical of a treaty between the Vikings and Wessex, Uhtred takes his talent for mayhem to Cornwall, gaining treasure and a mysterious woman on the way. But when he is accused of massacring Christians, he finds lies can be as deadly as steel. So there we go, that's book 2, Pale Horseman in the series. And of course, you guessed it, we got The Last Kingdom, which is, I think it's book 3. It's like I say, I'm not sure. I'm just going by how it's printed out in the back of the book. So, in a land riven by conflict, an orphan boy has come of age. Once betrayed, kidnapped and enslaved, Uhtred is now a skilled warrior who kneels to no one. Alfred Saxon, unlikely king, man of God, fights to hold the throne of only the land still resisting the pagan Vikings. Uhtred and Alfred's fate are tangled, bound by destiny and blackened by the flames of war. So could this be the first book? I don't know. Just reading the synopsis, I was like, that could be the first book. I don't know. I'm going to have to go online and see myself, unless you know different and you can tell me in the comment section. But again, all 3 books for a £5. They should have been £8.99 each. So 3 for a £5. Can't go wrong with that. And again, anybody watching from the works, very, very much doubt that they are, but please get more of these series of these books in. You know, you give us the first 3. It's like being in a book club. You get your first 3 at discount price and you have to pay full price for all the others, but there we go. So that's it. That's the book haul for this month. A lot shorter than normal, I know, but that's because, like I say, it's a time of year we've all had those big bills in. You know, we've had the council tax bill and we've got your rent bill on top of that, water rates, gas and electric, blah, 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 blah. Paraphrase Jeff Goldblum, life gets in the way, doesn't it? But you've got to put a little bit of money aside for the niceties in life, and you can't just go working your fingers to the bone just to pay bills. It's not what life's about. So there we go. So that's the end of my book haul for May. And that's the end of today's video. I hope you all enjoyed that one. Please remember, if you haven't done so already, to subscribe to my channel. It'd be very much appreciated. And also don't forget to ring that little notification bell.